My favorite shirt.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. Greg, and surprise, tonight's Elevate presenter preview is a little bit different because Stephanie is not in a little box next to me, but she's here with me.
Yay!
So I think it's now a tradition.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
So last year when we were getting ready to do our preview live, I texted Stephanie, we were chatting, and I was like, wait, you're in Nashville? Like I had no clue, which is terrible.
We hadn't met.
I was like, and she's like, yeah, I teach at the school. And I was like, that's literally 5 minutes from our house. Like, do you want to come over to the house and do the live? So that's how we officially met.
It is.
And so it's our friendiversary, and now the tradition continues.
I love it. You're too.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. We're so excited that you're joining us for tonight's live. We're going to be talking all about your amazing session. We have an epic swag bag reveal happening. Apparently there's a game, which I know nothing about, which always freaks me out. Crystal did this to me too. I love it when our friends and presenters come on and they're like, we're going to play a game. And I'm like, great. Yay. So listen, we also are giving away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual tonight. And we have a book about calming down from our friends at Source Books we'll be giving away. So it's super easy to enter the giveaways. All you have to do is hit the share button, invite your friends to join us, and get in the comments. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual and a book from our friends at Source Books. So hit that share button, invite your friends to join. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to play a game. I'm pumped about our epic swag bag reveal.
I am too. I can't wait to see this year's
swag. I know it's good stuff. I can't wait. Can't wait to always. All right. So if you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, do it now because, and this is not an April Fool's joke, we have extended early bird for one more day. So you have until midnight tonight, April 1st, to get registered for $40. So do that now. Get in the comments, hit the share button, win some prizes.
That's an unreal price. I am a gifted teacher, and I did a one-day conference, and it was over $200.
Yeah,
and that was just for 6-ish hours of content.
Right, so
that's unreal.
Yeah, it really is a good price. Plus, you're getting freebies and a certificate, like all the things. So
and all my favorite presenters.
Right?
All myself not included.
No, okay. You're like, I'm gonna watch my own session a bunch of times on demand.
Yeah, for $40.
Right? For $40, I can watch myself as much as I want.
Dreams.
I love it. Dreams. Okay, so tell everybody who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Yes. Hi, Elevate community. I hope that you and I already got to be friends last year, as Greg said, when I was sharing in a virtual session, as well as a couple of our in-person conferences. My name is Stephanie Higgs, and I'm better known on Instagram at Little Miss Gifted. And I am a current, like Greg said, just 5 minutes down the road, gifted educator and differentiation coach here right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And so I'm just so excited to be back for year 2 as part of the Elevate community. And you know, something that we started last year has really kind of grown into its whole identity. And so one of the sessions that I provided last year, Dr. Adam DeVico helped me kind of formulate this idea of what if we kind of form the whole session around New Year's, right? And so our year, a lot of times, doesn't change as teachers on January the 1st. It starts with a new school year, and we kind of measure time that way. And so that was one session that I led last year, and it was New Year's themed. And I think because of that theme alone, everyone just came together, and it was really powerful, and it was really exciting. And so this year, Dr. Adam DeVico and I worked together a little bit more, and he said, what if that's like the thing, right? And so the session that I'm providing virtually this year is all about kind of this new classroom environment, and it's a happy new year for all. And so it's this idea of incorporating lots of new practices and techniques to make what we would call a neurodiversity-affirming classroom for all of the learners who are present with us each day.
And I love that. I love that it's about everyone and
Yeah.
including everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So I want you to talk a little bit about the differentiation coaching piece.
Okay.
Because this is something that we get so many questions about. And I actually see this a lot just on teacher social media about differentiation. And I think when people hear that word, like it scares people.
It does.
Because it can be incredibly overwhelming.
It can.
You're thinking, well, I have to create 14 different lesson plans and all the things. So just talk a little bit about how you help teachers with that.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite parts of the job. And that's why I love getting to share with all of you, is because I love pouring into other teachers. You already, just because of the nature of your trade, are my favorite human alive. I think that teachers are absolute superheroes, but it's the dreaded D word. And when I was still a classroom teacher, I felt the same way of, what does that mean? And I'm already working so hard to plan one day's lessons, but you're saying I need to take each of those and kind of parse it apart into multiple different lessons. My next door neighbor teacher always says they keep adding to our plate and no one has the decency to give us a bigger plate. And so where are we supposed
to? Right. And we never get bigger silverware, nothing.
Nothing.
We just keep getting stuff piled
just
on.
more and more and more. And the plate is the same size.
Yes.
And so how am I supposed to take this school day and all these subject areas and parse them apart into multiple levels of differentiation? And so there are really 4 different ways that we can differentiate. We can differentiate the content, the process of learning, the products our students are creating, and then the learning environment as a whole. And so one of my favorite ways to do that is to come up with a consistent and predictable schedule, whether that's a group that is going to need a little bit of remediation. Perhaps I'm pre-teaching the skill at my table before the whole group lesson.
I like the
And
pre-teaching.
it's great.
People, and you know what? Like I just had an aha moment.
Tell me.
Because people, like, I don't think I've ever had anyone say that to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We love an aha
And
moment.
right. And I think like how beneficial that is.
It's great. And then for some of our advanced learners, we can think through, are there ways that we can buy back some time for them? So this isn't necessarily asking or requiring you to create 3 different lessons, but are there pieces of the curriculum that you're never even accessing? Is there a book of extensions and it's sat on your shelf because you just weren't sure where or when or how to fit it in? And so there's some really manageable ways that we can think through of doing that to kind of make sure that we're meeting the needs of our students who are performing at a variety of different levels and a variety of different subject areas.
I love that. Well, listen, this is what Elevate is all about, is those aha moments that you can take back into your classroom immediately. And I just had one.
I love that.
There you go. So look at that. We've been on the live for now, what, 8 minutes, and we've already learned something. We've already got something we can take back into our classroom. So imagine what you're going to walk away from when you sign up and participate in Elevate Virtual. Like,
Absolutely.
if you're already getting an idea from just an 8-minute live, imagine what you'll get from the entire conference when you have 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes. Your session is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Actually, Stephanie recorded her session here just a little while ago at our house, because last year she recorded with her computer stacked on boxes. And I was like, girl, no, you got to come to our house and record. So I actually got to peek in and listen to a little bit, and it's going to be good. I'm really excited about it. So if you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, do it now. The links to register are in the descriptions and in the comment. The early bird price is extended, not an April Fool's joke, until midnight tonight, April 1st. So for $40, you get 36 sessions, 4 keynotes, hundreds of dollars of free downloads for your classroom, $10,000 in giveaways, a certificate of contact for 36 hours, 90 days on-demand access, so you can watch the sessions whenever, wherever, however long you want, as many times as you want. There we go. I was like, wait, something's happening on our screen. We have an app to make it easier. You can literally access this content anytime, anywhere for 90 days. So get registered now. Click those links in the description and the comments. You don't want to miss out on the early bird price. Is the virtual conference different from the in-person conference? Yes. And yes, you need to do both. You need to sign up for the virtual, and you need to join us in person in Dallas, Austin, or St. Paul. Which ones will you be at?
I'll be at Nashville this year.
All
I'm
right. So
for
excited.
Nashville.
Right here at home.
Yes.
The 2 events, the in-person and the virtual events are completely separate events, all separate content, unique content. Some of the presenters are the same, but the content is all fresh and different. And that's the great thing about Elevate is every year, all of our content is new. So if you've done Elevate Virtual in the past, you need to do it again because it's all new content.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to miss out. So should we play the game or should we do our swag reveal?
I'm feeling kind of ready for a game. So
okay.
Okay.
All right. We're going to play a game. So I have no idea what's happening. So I'm turning it over to Stephanie. Y'all, we're also giving away a ticket to Elevate Virtual, and we're giving away a book from our friends at Source Books. So if you want to win prizes, hit the share button. Join us in the comments. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win.
Okay, Greg already said he's so uncomfortable with the game, so let's make this fun. So friends, I am celebrating neurodivergence. It is a huge passion of mine, and it is absolutely inevitable that every single one of us has neurodivergent learners in our class, essentially every year. Roughly 20% of the population is neurodivergent, and so when you think about that in your class makeup, this is something that you're going to experience year after year. And I'll tell myself a little bit here, but I had not received enough or adequate training in responding to the needs of my neurodivergent students. And I don't know about you, our age is anonymous here, but that wasn't a term that was being used when I was in my undergraduate or graduate degree programs. And I'm kind of a mid-career teacher. And so this is something that I'm doing a lot of research on the side. This wasn't part of my educational programming. And I'm hearing this word and I'm starting to think, okay, let me make sure that I have a deep understanding of what this is. And so I'm kind of trying to pay that forward. At its simplest term, neurodivergent just means differently wired. So these are the brains of our students. This could be Tourette's, OCD, specific learning disabilities, ADHD, autism, cognitively gifted. There's even something called twice exceptional. And so that's when we have students who are gifted and they also are diagnosed with ADHD, autism. You can even be thrice exceptional. And so we have these learners in our classroom, but I had not been equipped with enough strategies to really know and understand the way the brain is wired, much less to intervene and help all students to feel successful. And so here's just one little teaser for my session. And I hope this will be news to you. Maybe you'll have some more aha moments. But it's this idea, friends, of something called the spoon theory. And so a huge piece of neurodivergence is all about energy and the energy that it costs a neurotypical learner versus a neurodivergent learner to complete any given task. Here's the tricky part. It's a spoon drawer that is a little bit leaky. So sometimes something that takes me 4 spoons might take Greg 1 spoon and vice versa. Even trickier, that's a leaky drawer. On Monday, it might just cost me 1 spoon to get out of bed. By Friday, it might cost me 3 spoons to do the exact same task just to get out of bed and get my day started. And so we're going to talk a lot more about how that looks for the neurodivergent brain in this virtual session that I hope you will join me in over the summer. But I wanted to kind of show you tonight just to kind of take a little bit of time to experience what that feels like and how exhausting it is in the role of a teacher. So we're going to do this simulation activity from the teacher perspective of how many spoons we are being required to kind of spend each and every day. So Greg, I'm going to give you a wallet, this nice professional designer wallet.
Love it.
And this wallet has 20 spoons in it. Okay. And so as a teacher, these are going to be common tasks. Honestly, you'll all probably be nodding along. These were things I thought of that could happen in any given day in a teacher's classroom. And so Greg is just going to draw a card, and that's going to be kind of just a classic experience, could happen any old day. And then he's going to talk about how many spoons that would take. So he's got to pay me those spoons when he's thinking about these different activities that drain him. Typically, when we're thinking through this metaphor of the spoon theory, it's anywhere from 1 spoon to 4. And so something that maybe isn't as frustrating or challenging for you, maybe just 1. If it's exhausting to you, or maybe it's something that has happened a million times, might be 3 or 4 spoons. So we're going to see how far he can get. He's got 20 spoons here, and I've got a handful of cards of just a day in the life of a teacher. You ready?
And if you have any questions as we're doing this, drop those in the comments.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
All right. Okay, what have we got first?
I know where that one came from. Kindergartner speaks in Minion all day.
Yep. Came straight from Kindergarten Smorgasbord on Facebook. I got some inspiration there. So speaking in Minion all day, how many spoons did that take for me to dig deep enough to get that patience to navigate in Minion?
It was It started off, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
But as the day went on, it got a lot harder.
Right.
So I'm going to say 3 spoons because it did get so much harder.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
So exhausted 3 spoons by speaking minion with a kindergarten friend all day long. All right. What's another part of the day in the life?
Managing kinders during a full moon that is also Friday the 13th.
Why does it always work out? I don't know, like the
Always.
cycles of the two, but
Listen.
somehow they always line up.
And it's a lot. And you listen, I don't know if there's any scientific evidence behind this, but a full moon definitely has an impact.
It does. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 4 spoons.
Ooh,
because
okay.
the full moon is hard. It's exhausting.
It is exhausting. And you never know ahead of time that it's a full moon. You start sensing behaviors, and about 13 seconds into the school day, you're like, let me look. Oh, it's a full moon.
Like you just know. Yes.
Exactly. All right. What have we got now?
All right. You accidentally hit 2 kids in the face with a ball.
Greg, has that ever happened to you? Are these true events from your life?
That happened this week or last week. But yes, I hit 2 kids in the face with a ball.
Yeah.
And I know this is going to make me sound like a horrible human, but it was only 1 spoon. Like
Perfect.
They were completely fine. It wasn't intentional. Nobody got hurt.
Yeah, but the guilt we feel about just everything all the time. All the things all the time. All right, what else we got? Okay.
Prepping for a sub.
How's that feel?
Prepping for a sub, and then like we use our Sub It Up resource, so it's helpful. But also when you come back and it's not done, like that's for me. And like, that's listen, honestly, like you were here, you kept the kids alive, they got fed, they got home, boom, that's good. Like we're all good.
Sure.
But it's also like frustrating. Like,
right.
Like we prepped everything and nothing got done. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that's 3 spoons.
And unpaid, right? But you take the full day of sick leave, but you spent half of it prepping. Yeah, that's frustrating. Okay, so we're still spending these spoons. You're getting kind of low on spoons. How many you got left?
2, 4, 6, 9.
Okay, all right, so a little less than half of our spoons. Okay, we still got several cards left. Uh-oh, dun, dun, dun.
The golden spoon. Attending Elevate help you borrow spoons and learn new preventative strategies to better care for yourself and your learners. Earn 10 spoons.
Ooh. So truthfully, when we're thinking about the neurodivergent students in our class, what we want to do is we want to pre-teach them resources and strategies. In my virtual session, I'm going to talk about the idea of co-regulation, because we can't expect our students to be able to self-regulate. They're so young. These have to be taught explicitly, but not just to one student. We're going to start by teaching our students to co-regulate through a variety of strategies. Then we can start monitoring and helping support students who need to self-regulate, because our day is very dysregulating to us, to them, to everyone. And so the idea with the spoon theory is that when we are running low on spoons, our neurodivergent students do have the ability to borrow spoons. And so something that might typically take 3 or 4 spoons, if we have pre-taught some strategies that they can use in the moment, it might not cost them as many spoons, or it might replenish that spoon drawer. So just like for teachers, something like an Elevate conference, everyone leaves. I mean, the videos of everybody leaving the conference, they look more energized than they did when they got there, even though it was 2.5 days of just action-packed learning. So congratulations. You are attending Elevate. You earned some golden spoons that are going to replenish your spoon drawer, because you're learning new strategies that you can use live and in the moment when you need them.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
That is such a great, not only is that a great activity, but such a great way to think about how every task affects people differently.
Absolutely.
And especially our students.
Absolutely.
Like such a concrete way to look at it. And I loved that so many people in the comments were chiming in with, 3 spoons, 1 spoon. So they were kind of playing along.
Absolutely.
And it just proves the point how different everybody responded to each of those scenarios.
Exactly. And a mistake that I make, and guys, I just recorded my session, so I'm going to tell you now, a mistake that I used to make was, if you have the energy for this, then you have the energy to do whatever boring task I'm giving you. And that's not true. When we think about spoons, again, kind of varying as a metaphor from 1 to 4, what it requires of them socially might be a different amount of spoons than what something tactile requires, right? So if I saw them, playing or doing the Lego part of the activity and they were rocking and rolling, but now I need them to sit and work with a partner, and I'm sensing frustration and exhaustion, and, they're grouchy and tired, but they were just doing this, I might have been guilty previously of saying, well, if you had enough energy for that, you've got enough energy for this.
I think we've all said that. We're all guilty of that.
Right.
Yeah.
But when we think about the spoons and the fact that they're spiky, right? It's not like we get 3 spoons for every part of our day. Social interactions might be challenging to one of our learners, whereas, something different it's going to be challenging to another. And again, what the spoon drawer looks like on Monday may not be what the spoon drawer looks like on Tuesday or Friday.
I love that. Such a powerful, powerful lesson. Thank you.
Of course.
And I'm watching the comments. So many great comments. People are very excited about this, talking about taking it back to their team.
At times I feel like I get forked.
Listen.
This is what teachers are, my favorite
right?
humans.
Listen.
Yes.
We all yes, we all get yes. Oh, oftentimes, yes. That is perfect. And I feel like you need to add to the game, but right? You need to throw a fork in there.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm gonna work on some things for the summer. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. And listen, y'all, listen. That's what Elevate is all about.
Yeah.
Right? Like there you go. We've just spent a few minutes. You now have a strategy that you can take back to your students, to your team, to yourself. That's what Elevate is all about. That's what you're going to get at Elevate Virtual, is you're going to get those kinds of strategies and activities that you can take back and implement immediately. So if you have not yet registered for Elevate Virtual, now is the time to do it. Click the links in the comments and in the description. Save yourself some money. Early bird pricing of $40 has been extended through midnight tonight, April 1st. True story, not April Fool's, promise. So if you haven't registered, now's the time to do it. You're going to get access to Stephanie's session where you're already learned something amazing. I can't wait because we're going to learn so much more from Stephanie and all of our amazing presenters. 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes with Gary Brooks, Jerry Chang, Richard Warren, and myself. All new content, all new sessions, hundreds of dollars of resources to download, giveaways, a certificate of contact, 90 days on-demand access. Seriously, so I just saw the comment, $40, such a great value. It's like $1 per session.
Yeah.
And you're getting downloads from every session. So we're basically paying you to come to Elevate. So there you go. So click the link, sign up and get registered. Do it now because, again, the early bird price is extended until midnight tonight, April 1st. And if you want to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, what are you waiting for? Hit the share button. Join us in those comments. And we're also giving away a book from Source Books. So hit the share button, invite your friends to join us in the comments. And here in a little bit, we will give away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual and a book.
Yay.
All right. You ready?
We got to show them.
We have to.
The swag, the swag for Elevate is so important, right? We all need to rock the new teacher gear.
Always. One of the things people love about Elevate, and the swag is in person. It's you don't get this at the virtual conference, but this is the swag is part of your in-person conference.
And they're saying, do we come to both? Yes.
Right? Yes,
swag
you come to both,
person.
Right? You have to come to both because they're separate events. And if you come in person, you get the swag. And the teachers love the swag every year.
So good.
Jesse does a phenomenal job of designing the swag. And we have the first peek at some of the swag tonight. We are about to give you a reveal of some of the swag that you'll be getting at Elevate in-person conferences. Are we ready?
I love to be a trendsetter.
Right?
Yes. I was made for this moment.
Yes. I mean, hello, look at you. Look at this. All right.
Speaking of trendsetters, do you notice what we're both wearing? Ask who started it.
Who do we think started the trend? Because I was going to roll up in here in my t-shirt and I was like, oh girl, no, you can't be cute and I can't be. All right.
So now we're the Stripe family.
We are.
All right. Ready to unveil some swag?
Here you go. Here is the swag bag that will be given to every in-person attendee. Right.
Oh,
Look how
so
beautiful
good.
that is.
Oh, I love it.
Love that. Love those colors. Love
too.
that design. Look at that.
That's great.
All right. And there is some stuff in here. All right. So we're going to give you a little peek at some of the swag in our swag bag.
I love the bag. Oh
right?
my gosh.
Isn't the bag amazing?
Yes.
Right? I cannot wait to start carrying my Berto & Co. planner and my notepads and my Clipfolios in here. Right?
It's going to be so good.
Okay. You want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay.
Yeah. Start us off.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready. Oh gosh.
It's a half-eaten brownie.
In the swag bag?
Yeah, because everybody needs. You're not a teacher if you don't get a half-eaten brownie.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
and we all need a little bit of chocolate, right?
Yay.
So,
let's see some sprinkles. Yeah.
And it's sprinkled chocolate.
All right. I'll get into it.
So we've got our half-eaten brownie.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Yay. Okay, Greg, I'm really excited about this one. So it's in a designer box that you might be like, ooh, designer swag. And this gets even better. So if you were with us last summer, you know, Leanna's Closet is a special beloved vendor of our Elevate family. And so this is really cool. You get one earring. You get one earring. Yeah. And look, it says Elevate from Leanna's Closet. It's absolutely incredible. But here's the thing, right? So, I mean, I guess you could rock one earring, or you could like try to find someone else at the conference who doesn't wear earrings, and you could partner with them, and then you would have a set of 2 earrings, right? So it like builds community.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Leanna's Closet got some great Elevate earrings.
So we're going to give you an earring
one,
and
singular. Yeah.
One earring, and you can hopefully make a friend and.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. It's kind of like the trading bracelets, you know, but it's like you get one earring.
Taylor Swift ain't got nothing on us.
See, exactly.
We got one earring, y'all. One earring. All right. Okay.
It's great. What else are we getting in our swag bag?
Well, you got a googly eye.
Just the one?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
just one googly eye, because I mean, you never know when you're going to need a googly eye for something.
Okay. Like a
art project, or I mean, you can whatever.
Okay. Oh, some of our kids were making shape monsters in 2nd grade. Okay, so you could get one googly eye for one student.
A googly eye.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Wow. Well, so everybody. And listen, I mean, teachers, we need all the things, right? So
of course,
we thought, why not just give them a googly eye? They can add it to their collection of many things.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Next up, you are going to get what may look in the summer like an empty jar. But here's the thing. By the end of the year, this is going to be filled with your teacher tears. So every time you shut that door and you start getting emotional in your classroom, you're just going to collect those tears, and we're going to have a competition and see who has the least tears, right? Some self-regulation. You'll learn in my session, doing a self-care session in person, right? So we'll learn to self-regulate. Maybe we'll have less tears, but we'll also have a competition for the fullest jar of teacher tears. So it's empty now. It won't be empty at the end of the year.
Right. All right. A lightning bug jar. Okay.
There's still more?
There's still more.
Gosh, this is unreal.
It's an invisible pen.
Oh.
For pretending to take notes in your faculty meetings.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, every teacher needs it, right? So somebody says they're going to need a bigger jar. Not if you come to Elevate, right?
Right. Self-regulation.
See, come to Elevate and you won't need your teacher tears jar. All right. But you will need your invisible pen for pretending to take notes at those all important meetings.
Okay.
That should have been an email.
See, that was one of the cards we didn't even get to. Yes, there was a card that said,
and if it was an email, we won't need to fill up our teacher tears jar.
Oh my gosh, love that. Okay.
And Adam's doing the Elevate Your School like track with admin, so he can talk to them about meetings needing to be an email.
Give us our time. That's what we need the most.
All right.
I mean, so I'm sold. Even if we weren't great presenters, great sessions.
Listen, you will need a real pen to take all of the notes at Elevate.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is just for, faculty meetings.
Just to take back to your school. Okay. And then last but not least, I am noticing we need some stamina, right? Especially at this Elevate conference. So maybe the brownie goes back to school. We need that sugar boost at like 2 p.m.
I mean, who doesn't want a half-eaten brownie in their swag bag?
Exactly. But what I was thinking was a granola bar just is going to build that stamina throughout the day, right? They've heard action-packed session after, oh, shoot. Oh, it expired in 2021. So you can fill yourself with protein and granola and really get that. Yeah. And this expired protein bag. So
there you go. There is the epic swag from Elevate. And, we are, of course, having a whole lot of fun with this because, of course, it is April Fool's Day.
April Fool's.
So we wanted to have some fun, but we did want to have a little sneak peek. This is the actual swag bag. This is real. This is the bag itself is not a joke. This is the swag bag that you'll receive at Elevate in person. But we wanted to have a little bit of fun and poke fun at some of the craziness that is our career.
The teacher tears.
Right? The teacher, those are real.
That's not April Fool's.
I mean, are you even a teacher if a student hasn't brought you a half-eaten snack? Like, this is true. I've gotten numerous brownies that look like this for my students. So,
And you love it, right? I don't share food with anybody.
Right?
They love you.
You absolutely love it. It is the thought that counts. So We just want to have some fun. So
Happy
there you
April
go.
Fools.
Right? April Fools.
Your swag will be better than
Your
this. I can
swag
tell
will
you
be
from
way
experience.
better. We promise. But if you want a half-eaten brownie, look me up and I can hook you up.
I'll save that expired granola for one lucky winner.
We should totally take these with us.
Yes.
And if anybody watches the live, they find us at Elevate in person this summer, we'll have these with us.
Yeah, see me in Nashville and I'll give you an expired protein bar.
Used lipstick.
Ooh.
There you go. An adult brownie.
My teachers are my favorite humans.
This live has totally now gone off the rails, right? Oh goodness, y'all.
Happy April Fools.
Right. All right. Well, listen. Will there be anything to purchase for Elevate Virtual? I'm not going to answer that because I don't know.
Oh.
So I'm going to let Jason, I know, is here. So he will hopefully chime into that. Jesse's here. Maybe Jesse knows. Crystal, I don't know. Somebody will answer that, but I'm not going to answer that question because I don't know the answer to that. So I don't want to give you the wrong answer. All right. We have about 1 or 2 more minutes before we wrap up. So I'm going to give everybody one more chance to hit the share button, get in the comments. The more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. And we're also giving away a book from our friends at Source Books.
It's all about calming down and self-regulation. So it'd be great for that calm corner after you attend my neurodivergent session this summer. It's incredible. It doesn't even come out until July, but I already have gotten to see a preview of it and it's unreal. You'll love it. It's a great sensory calming activity to help your students self-regulate.
I love it. And I'll give a shout out to Source Books because they are providing us with lots of giveaways this summer.
They're wonderful.
At our Elevate conferences. So we'll have some amazing giveaways from them and their books are just phenomenal. I love them. I love their books. I love how inclusive their books are.
They have a heart for kids.
Yes, absolutely.
They know what kids need.
Absolutely. Amy is dying to go to virtual. Well, Amy, here's your chance. Click the links. The links are in the comments and the description. Get registered now because the price right now is still $40. We have extended the early bird pricing through midnight tonight, April 1st. True story, not April Fool's joke. So if you haven't registered, do it now. Don't wait because here's what's going to happen. You're going to get busy with your invisible pen and your half-eaten not adult brownie, your expired protein bar, and your one earring, right? You'll be distracted by all that and you'll forget and then the price will go up. So click the links in the comments in the description. Register now for Elevate Virtual before the price goes up. The price goes up at midnight tonight. It goes up to $80. Right now, it's only $40. $40. That's 36 sessions. So you're basically paying $1 a session. Unreal. You're going to get hundreds of dollars of free downloads and resources for your classroom. So we're basically paying you to come to the conference. You're going to have a chance to win $10,000 in giveaways. You get a certificate of contact for 36 hours. It's 90 days on demand, unlimited virtual access. So you can watch anytime, anywhere, as much as you want on your laptop. And we have an app. So you can watch on your phone or your tablet. We've made it easy to access all of the content. We've made it affordable for everyone. So get registered, click the links in the comments and the description. Sign up for Elevate Virtual. Elevate Virtual kicks off June 1st. So we can't wait to see you all virtually this summer. And this came out one of the first lives we did this year. And I said, my favorite elevators are the 3 a.m. people who are watching at 3 a.m. Those are my favorites. So now we're all elevators. So if you want to be an elevator, join us for Elevate Virtual. The links to register are in the comments and the description. And sign up today because April Fools, you're not going to get a better deal on a better conference. And do it now before the price goes up to $80. All right. Does the app work for the Elevate Writing Academy? Again, I don't know.
Our expert.
Listen, I'm the pretty face over here, okay? I don't know details, right? Okay? But you do want to join us for the conference. We cannot wait. And if you aren't joining us in person, why not?
You have to.
It's going to be fun. We'll be in Nashville, Dallas, Austin, Nashville, and St. Paul this summer. So come join us in person as well. They are very separate events. So we can't wait to see you all this summer.
There's nothing like it. Again, that's going to refill your spoon drawer to get you ready for a new school year. Resources, connections, community, energy. It's just really sweet to pour into teachers the way that they're pouring into their kids all year long.
Yes, and it's such a great way to give back, right? Yeah. You're in it. Elizabeth wants to know, is it for just for USA teachers? She's in Vietnam. Elizabeth, no, the Elevate Virtual Conference is for everyone. We have teachers join us from around the world. So Elizabeth, we would love to have you join us for the virtual conference. All right. Best time to watch is in the middle of the night. I mean, those are my favorite people.
It's fun to get off of our teacher schedule too in the summer, to like, just because we can, to stay up late and sleep late and not set an alarm. Unless you have kids, they're usually your alarm. I don't have kids yet. So.
Well, let me know when you want to borrow one. We'll send one right over to you.
Yeah, that'll be my morning alarm in the summer. Yep. Yeah, they don't take breaks.
No, so, 5:30, 6 a.m. We roll out of bed around here. All right, y'all. Let's pick a winner. So we're giving away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, and we're giving away a Calm Down book from our friends at Source Books.
That hasn't even come out yet.
That hasn't even come out.
So that one will be a little bit of a delay because it doesn't come out until July. So you will get that over the summer, fresh and ready for your new school year.
There you go. All right, Jesse.
Oh, who's it going to be?
All right. Congratulations, Mary Gerlach. Congratulations, Mary. You won a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Congratulations, Mary. Mary, send an email.
She's already on there. She's ready.
Congratulations, Mary.
We're so excited.
Mary, send an email to Crystal at elevateyourclassroom.com, and she can take care of you and get you registered. If you're already registered, Mary, no worries. We'll just we'll take care of that on our end. So, Mary, send an email to Crystal at elevateyourclassroom.com, and she will hook you up with your ticket. Congratulations, Mary. All right. And now we have we'll pick somebody to win the Calm Down book from our friends at Source Books. And again, that will come out in July. So Source Books will ship you that book when it's available in July.
You'll be one of the first to have it ready for your new school year. Who's it going to be?
All right, Jesse, let's get another winner. Or not. Okay.
April Fools.
April Fools. Just kidding. All right. Let's see. I think
just a random spin.
Let's just choose a winner, and we have Lisa Shutters.
It's you, Lisa.
Lisa Shutters. Congratulations, Lisa Shutters. You've won a Calm Down book from our friends at Source Books. Lisa, you will also send an email to Crystal at elevateyourclassroom.com, and she will get your information, and then we will get that information to Source Books, and Source Books will ship you the book in July when the book comes out. So there you go. Congratulations, Lisa. Mary and
You'll
Lisa.
Love it. Oh, it's so good.
Thank you.
This was a blast.
Yes. I hope y'all loved our swag reveal. All right.
Can't get enough single earrings.
I mean, right? And half-eaten and Google. I mean, everybody needs a single googly eye, right? No classroom is complete without one.
No. And you need a place for your teacher tears.
Right. So
you got to collect them.
We got all the things.
Track it.
Well, we are super excited that you're a part of Elevate. We love having you as part of the Elevate family. We can't wait for your session. Y'all get registered. The links to register are in the comments and the description. Do it before the price goes up.
We appreciate you. We know it's a school night. We know it was April Fools. You want to talk about spoon draining drawers.
If I had one more kid say, Mr. Greg, look over there. April Fools.
So we know your spoons were already on empty before you joined us. We so appreciate yet again you showing that you go above and beyond for you, for your students, for your classroom, for your school family every single day. We're grateful that you're here tonight, and we cannot wait to see you this summer, hopefully in more than one way, maybe virtually, in person. We'll take you however we can get you. Thank you so much.
That's right. Thank you all so much. Now more than ever, we need to stick together. We need to support one another, and we need to be fighting and advocating for our students and our professions. So we appreciate you all being here, taking time out of your busy day to hang out with us. We hope that you feel a little more encouraged and inspired tonight, and that maybe we gave you back some spoons. So thank you all so much. Thank you for all you do for your students, your schools, and your communities. We see you, we hear you, we appreciate you, and we are honored to be part of this profession with all of you. So thank you. Thank you, Stephanie, and we will see you all very soon. Bye, everybody.
Love the Stride family.